Everyone. This is Dr. Richards with you, and today I want to talk some more about love and relationships. Okay, and I want to specifically speak to you about self love. Self love is so critical, and you have to start loving yourself before extending yourself to someone else. And as a matter of fact, if you don't know your value and your worth, you might attract the wrong person. You might attract someone who actually devalues you, and you don't want that to happen. So it's important to start. I mean, some persons say that they have been brought up where they never experienced love in their home, they were never appreciated, and so they develop just a poor habit of not loving themselves. So it's just important to start practicing some of these strategies and tips to start loving yourself, so more appreciating who you really are. And we have to start maybe with thinking about some of the qualities, your gifts, your talents, your abilities. Think about all of those. And you want to write that down, what makes you special, what makes you you. All right. So write that down and start embracing those areas a lot more. Secondly, I want you to practice making sure that you are not comparing yourself to anyone else. So this is the race of life, and we want to run at a pace that it's manageable for us. As individuals, we are not going to be looking to the left nor the right, and we're not going to be focusing on anyone but ourselves. And it's not a competition. So look straight ahead, face the finish line, and focus on your goals and your dreams. You don't want to be distracted by other persons, okay? So go at your pace and work towards your goals, all right? So that's important. If you love yourself, you want to focus, you want to do that. And you want to ensure that you're not competing nor comparing yourself with anyone else. That's definitely important. Another important thing when we're practicing self love, we want to make sure that we are accepting praises. So, you have some persons when they're being commended or, they're complimenting, they'll say, oh, that's not true. I'm not smart. That it was just one of those things. So they'll definitely, reject somebody who is praising them. So it's very important to practice receiving compliments a little bit more if you're practicing self-love. It's very important. Another important thing that we want to ensure that we're doing, we want to make sure that we're working towards excellence as opposed to perfection. There's no one is actually perfect. We're all imperfect beings. But sometimes if we think that we have to be perfect and we're doing everything perfectly, it becomes challenging for us and we become hard on ourselves. We're most critical on our own selves. So it's very important to just be very compassionate and ensure that you're not trying to be perfect, but you're rather working towards excellence. And you could work towards excellence on the job, at home, as a wife, as a mother, as a husband, as a brother, as a sister, whoever you are or whatever your role is. You want to ensure that you're doing things to the best of your ability. Okay. So that is very important if you're practicing self-love. You know your worth, you know your value, you know your pace, you know what you're capable of, and you know that you can actually work towards these goals in an excellent way as opposed to perfection. Okay, so that's important. And another important practice, if we're trying to love ourselves a little bit more, we want to take care of ourselves. We want to take care of our bodies. So let's review recharge and reset, physically recharging. That was done in a previous video. You might want to just go ahead and review that one. But it's very important to take some time out. Make sure you're doing your workouts. Make sure that you're doing, you're eating right. You're doing your medical checks. There are some things that were discussed, and you're definitely enjoying life. You're laughing. You're doing things that you find to be fun and exciting. So you're actually taking time out for you, for yourself. That is definitely important. And we're talking about self-love. And be very kind again, this is another one. Be very kind and gracious to yourself. Sometimes we tend to be so hard on ourselves, especially when we make mistakes. So mistakes are actually opportunities for growth and development. It's an opportunity for you to learn, and you can actually do something a little bit different when you actually make a mistake. I know some mistakes are setbacks and it feels horrible, but we have to let go of that. We have to move forward. We have to just be able to focus a little bit more and learn what we have to learn from that and move right along. So if you're practicing self love, I definitely want you to be able to be kind and a lot more gracious to yourself. And just the attitude, the things that you're saying to yourself too, describing yourself in a positive way. Not saying, I'm a fool, I'm an idiot, this always has to happen to me, here I go again. Those words are not acceptable. I want you to practice a lot more gracious statements to yourself, okay? So, those are some helpful tips that I want you to start incorporating if you're going to be increasing that self love, which is critical, not only for yourself, but if you're in a relationship, it will definitely enhance that relationship once you have that self love. And self love is definitely going to dictate the spaces that you enter, the things that you do, the decisions that you make. So please start doing that today. So thank you for watching me, and please go ahead, like, subscribe, and share. And there'll be other things coming up. Have a great one.